Want to win Raptors tickets for life? The Raptors join the in-season tournament on November 17th, and if we win, you win. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win season tickets for life. During our in-season tournament home games, keep an eye out for the in-arena t-shirt toss. You might be one of the lucky fans to snag a t-shirt, but here's the catch. Out of hundreds of t-shirts given away, only 6 to 10 lucky fans will receive a golden t-shirt. Not only do you win a premium prize, but you also get a chance to enter your name in the contest for the golden ticket. Not watching in the arena? No problem. Follow @Raptors on Instagram and X for clues to locate our hidden QR codes all around Toronto. Scan them and you'll be prompted to enter the contest for your shot at the golden ticket. If the Raptors emerge victorious in the tournament, we'll draw the golden ticket winner, and they'll win the ultimate prize, Raptors tickets for life.
Year one of the in-season tournament, and the Toronto Raptors, the last team in the NBA to kick it off. So they're currently undefeated, so optimism abounds. You guys just heard a huge opportunity for fans out there to win tickets for life to the Toronto Raptors. But of course,
big.
Yeah, but of course they got to win the entire thing, and you got to catch a T-shirt, and there's QR codes involved. So it's probably just as much hard work to win the tournament as it is to win the tickets. But let's jump into it. First opponent, the Boston Celtics, a team currently 1-0 in the in-season tournament, 9-2 in the regular season. They're playing some dominant basketball after some huge acquisitions in the offseason. And we spent so much time over the last couple of years talking about Brown and Tatum and Brown's left hand and Tatum's growth as a player. Let's talk about the other guys. And Jonesy's talked at length about Jrue Holiday and his addition to this team and what he means. I know these are two players who are on your fantasy team, Warren. So break it down. How have things changed for both Jrue and Porzingis as they've joined the Celtics squad?
Well, we can look at Milwaukee and their rating since, right?
Jrue left?
Since Jrue left.
Okay.
They're at the bottom of the barrel in the NBA. So it just goes to show you
In defense.
In defense. Just so to show you his impact. And not only can he score, he's a great rebounder for his position, and he's a lockdown defender. So, and then you add Kristaps. I think Kristaps is much like a Schroeder, where in other situations he hasn't really shown out. But in this Celtics team, he's a legitimate rim protector, and he can space the floor. And in this league, you need spacing in order to score. And that's been a problem for the Raptors, and it's not a problem for the Celtics. They have so much spacing on the floor where guys like Brown and Tatum can go ahead then, and operate seamlessly. And a guy like Porzingis is just waiting for his chance to go ahead and shoot threes, and he does it at a high clip. Pick and rolls are deadly on that team with anybody, essentially.
You talk about the pick and roll, but, quick research, I found out that over the last 2 years, Kristaps Porzingis, under certain metrics, might be the best post-up player in the NBA, which kind of surprises me just judging by his stature, his slim build. But he's showing out, and this seems to be the perfect situation for him.
Yeah, I don't believe them metrics. I don't believe that. You got Joker in the league. You got Embiid. We're not talking about Kristaps as one of the best post-up players, so those metrics, Pac-Man those metrics.
Analytics.
Pac-Man those analytics. I will say this. So this reminds me of the Los Angeles Lakers version of Kobe, Powell, and Odom.
Yeah.
Odom as a number 2 guy, not going to get you there. Kristaps, if he was a number 2 guy.
And Bynum was on that team.
Kristaps as a number 2 guy wouldn't get you there. But as a third guy, the third option, he becomes an excellent third option. Not an average. He's way above average as a third option. And with Brown and Tatum leading the way, Kristaps fits in nicely now. He doesn't have a lot of pressure. All the attention's on those two guys. When he gets the ball, he gets a lot of one-on-one coverage. And he can operate in space in one-on-one situations because he can shoot the ball so well. And then you throw a guy like Jrue Holiday in the mix, who, to me, I've said this for the longest time, he is the most underrated player in the NBA. He is so good at what he does on both sides of the basketball. And I think that he is a difference maker. But that's like how solid Derek Fisher was for those Lakers teams. A point guard who could defend, who could make the play that's needed to make. But Jrue Holiday's doing that on steroids. Because of his
he's a
skill
way
set.
better Derek
He's way
Fisher.
better than him. But I just think this team made championship moves.
They did.
Yes.
They recognized areas that they had value that they could get more value back in, that would fit better and fit the style of play, and they went and got it done. So credit to Brad Stevens for getting the job done. But this team now is a well-built team for a championship run. because they have additional pieces and some depth.
Well, I would question the depth a bit because they're still searching for some guys. Like Peyton Pritchard's averaging, 4 points a game right now. He's really taking a step back after fighting
Sam
for his
Hauser,
contract.
though?
Hauser's good. They're still looking for Banton, Brissett, and a couple other guys to come and establish themselves. But for the Raptors, from the Raptors side of things, what do the Raptors need to get done, or what can they do against such a high-power team? Warren, I want you on this.
Don't look over here.
I know. Warren's passing the
Looked over
buck.
here right away.
The birthday boy's passing the buck.
That's right.
What can they do to go ahead and win the
Yeah,
game?
repeat the question to buy yourself some time.
Well, it starts off on the defensive end, 100%. That needs to be the key. They're going to have to try and slow down the Celtics offense, and if it's any indication what happened the other day, that's a tough task to go ahead and do.
So your first question is, what's the timeline for OG's return?
Essentially, no. They're going to have to lock in defensively and try and attack any sort of mismatch they can get. Kristaps Porzingis, big guy, so try and pull him away from the rim.
He's a great rim protector.
He is. So you got to get him out the paint and try and pull away from the rim, and it's going to come down to the Raptors making shots as well. So shooting hasn't been a strong suit this season, but anything's possible. The game against the Bucks a few weeks ago, I didn't think the Raptors had a chance to win that one with a full lineup. They put up 130 points. So as much as an expert analyst as I am, I'm open to being wrong.
Okay. Let's bring back Sherm's terms. What are the terms for winning right now?
I agree with the defensive side of the basketball. However, I feel that it has to be established early, and it also has to be something that they score off of. That half-court offense is tough to score against. You're going to need some easier opportunities at some point, especially to start the game to create confidence. And defensively, it's a tall task to stop Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis. It's a tough task. But what you have to do is match energy. You have to be willing to stay in the fight. You might lose a lot of the battles, but you got to stay engaged. And at the other end, you got to go at those guys. But this would be a great game for Pascal Siakam to be that guy, to show that he can play on that level and lead his team. But I think overall it's got to be a consistency because that's a championship team that is playing for a purpose in June.
Yeah.
So they're going to show you what it takes to compete in November against a championship team.
All right, first game of the play-in tournament. Wins and losses matter, but do remember the point differential also matters. Yeah. So no matter what the score is coming into the fourth quarter, it's going to be a tight battle. Let it fly and bring the points up. Quickly, though, we got to shout out our new guy. Our producer, Jasmine, made this beautiful sign. She's actually the person who did the promo art for the in-season tournament. But this is a happy birthday postcard
Thank you
for our guy,
birthday,
Warren.
brother.
Welcome to the old
21
man club.
again.
No, not even close. 21 twice. All right, that does it for Raptors today.
Right, man.
We got the Boston Celtics Friday night.
Yo, no.
Oh,
way.
and we have a cake. Hold on, wait,
look
come
at
on in.
This.
You can pass it off.
No.
Happy birthday, Warren Ward.
That's awesome.
3 for each decade. We didn't want to put any more candles.
Oh my
Yeah.
Welcome to the team. We enjoy having you.
And we're going to mess that up.
Yeah.
We're going to mess that up.
Just DM Warren on Instagram. He'll save you a
appreciate that.
slice. But do remember, Friday night in the city, the Toronto Raptors at brand new Black Court, 7:30 tip-off. You can catch it on the TSN Family Networks. That does it for us here on Raptors Today. We'll see you next time. Happy birthday, Warren.